Hi guys, this is Louis Ortiz with the Riverside Camping Center in New Bern, North Carolina. And I'm bringing to you guys here this 2025 2375 rear kitchen Alta. Beautiful model. It's actually the replacement to the 2350 that only had the dinette. So they've added a couch on this, giving a lot more seating arrangement. So lovely model. They've done a great job with it. It has been one of their top sellers for many years before in the 2350. And the one thing that I've heard quite a bit from customers was, I wish I had more seating. So a permanent dinette, to be sure. So here we have your outdoor universal docking station. So you have your battery disconnect there. You have your hot and cold water. Everything is filtered really nicely to this tab here, so you can shut your door and don't have to worry about that. One of the features that they have, you see their seam here, trim piece, that's the floor on the inside. So they give you a drop down frame, so you get a lot more height for things to put inside here. But really nice model, nicely finished here. Easy access to your plumbing, which I like that as well. So your water pump, your plumbing, anything of that nature. So if you go into winterize, you have your valves there also. They make it very nice and very simple. This unit weighs just under 6,300 pounds dry. So it's any regular half-ton pickup can do it. SUVs, they can tow 8,000 pounds. That'd be a comfortable weight for them to pull. You do have on this model, you have two 200-watt solar panels on top. And the way that it's set up, you get a combined 430 watts of solar. So you have two batteries here, which is really nice. Two LP gas tanks, and I love, there's something that I would add on any coach if it doesn't have it, it would be the electric tongue jack. So, because that's one thing that you go up and down often, hooking and unhooking. So having that feature there is really nice. I like the idea of manual jacks because with a electric drill, you can overextend one side more than the other, which is not what you normally see on your regular stabilizer jacks, because it's one button for both of the front and one button for both of the back. So you cannot overextend one side more than the other. This one has 4 individually controlled electric stab jacks, so you can control each one individually. So if you want an extra inch on one side, you can do that. So it's not preferred for you to overextend them because you can mess up the floor, but I love that they are individually controlled. So solid surface steps here. They call them step above, so they don't bounce as much. Really nice for anybody who needs a little bit more balance going up and down the steps. This is the second door to the bedroom, and here, and that's the door to the rear. So it's a rear kitchen model. Aluminum wheels, Goodyear tires as well. So that's a very nice touch. So you don't have to worry about corrosion or rust on your steel wheels like some of these other trailers have. This one has aluminum wheels, so big difference. I love your little dog tie, and then your bottle opener there as well. And something that I still love, that I love that they still do, is that you get a ladder on back. See, the camper right next to us to the left does not have that. So I love your ladder, not prepped for it, you have it. So they give you everything that you need. Here on the back side, even though it doesn't have an outdoor kitchen, you do have an LP gas line there. So if you wanted to cook, then that's tied into your 12-pound tanks or your 20-pound tanks in the front. And then you have a tankless hot water heater. So really nice touch as well. This model here is a 60,000 BTU, which we have other competitors that still only have 42,000 BTU for the tankless hot water heater, which the issue with that is that it fluctuates quite a bit more than you want it to. So a laminated slide box here, which is really solid. Don't want to talk about the competition because we sell them all, but just through the difference here. So it's a little bit different. And so that's the quality that you have on the Alta. So now let's go inside. You can see this. So for me, one of the favorite features of any camper is having this Asdale on board. So it's not just your outside wall, it's also your inside wall. So inside this little slot here, you can see where this used to be wood, or on a lot of campers, and this is now, it's a laminate. So, sorry, not a laminate, but a composite. So not only on your outside wall, but you also have it on the inside wall. So it doesn't mold, doesn't mildew, doesn't cause delamination, doesn't swell. So, and then you have a nice little lock box there. So very nice feature, especially for outside tools that you need. So here is the inside, guys. Tons of storage there. Alright, so to continue, you do have a king size bed on most of these models. The only ones that you don't really see that are the ones with the Murphy bed in their smaller 1600 or 1900 floor plans. But this 2375 does have a king size bed, and you do have cubby holes on both sides. So if anybody needs a spot for the CPAP machines, they have you covered there with plugs. Not only for your CPAPs, but of course for your phone as well. Storage, so a hanging rod on both sides here. So you have that. I love that they give you the doors on the top. Other models, I've seen that they don't give you doors, just a wide open space here, which I like that they give you something to store. The downside to that is that if you are pulling from point A to point B and things are going to fall off. So I love that you have a door in this model. So drawers on either side, of course. And one of the nicest features that I also like for a bed is not just an open space. You actually have drawers here, and then a little cubby hole on top. So socks and underwears, anything of that nature, you can have there and be organized. And then they still give you an open space for bigger things, doggy bed, anything of that nature. So I love what they've done there on this model. Very nice size shower here. I'm 5'10", and I still have quite a bit of space. So, and that's a real porcelain toilet, and the cubby holes on either side. So I like that. And I like the sink. So they give you a bigger sink on this model, and I love that they didn't waste the space over here on the left-hand side as well, for the counter space on top of the cubby holes. So give you storage underneath the sink, it's a usable space, and then of course your medicine cabinet on top. So, and those are nice. Nice cool ones. So turn it around, and this used to be flopped. You used to have your, on the 2350, you had, and this is the slide out, guys. So the 2350, you had your recliners on this side, and then you had your TV, it was a telescopic TV. You had it over here on this side. So you had a bigger pantry, probably came out maybe another foot, but you didn't have but one spot for people to sit in. So if you had company, if you had a grandchild or a son and daughter, somebody who was coming in to spend the night, you didn't really have a designated area for them to sit. So you would have to occupy the space here in the middle, and that would obviously take away from your walking space if you had to go to the kitchen. So I love what they did here. I love with the extra space that you have. The TV is perfect right across from the TV, so you're not having to turn your head left to right to watch TV. And if you're here sitting down, you can be social. So if you go somewhere, you meet some friends at a campground, you can be social. You guys can sit right across from each other and converse and just have a great time. So I love what they've done there. And you have plugs quite a bit everywhere. So plugs is really big for them. They've done a great job with the plugs, and what I mean that you have one back there, and then you have another one here. So phone chargers, and of course just your regular plug and storage. So storage up above, actual usable space, not just some cabinet doors. I've seen some they just have, I don't know, it might have been like 2 or 3 inches deep, but this is pretty big. So I like the space on that. And then these are really deep. These go all the way down to the other end, all the way back to the back of the wall. So, and then the doors. I mean, I can go on and on about the quality of this camper, second to none, especially for this price point. But even for the high price point, I mean, it really is hard to beat what you're getting in this camper. So the quality, solid surface doors, cabinet doors all throughout. This here is not painted on, so your high touch areas are not painted. So I've seen in previous years, 22, 23 models, a lot of the manufacturers had the campers that had a lot of delamination or peeling, better said, of the wallpaper. So they were sending people out to dealerships to take care of those issues. So tons of storage on the back. You got 4 drawers over here, 3 there, and the cabinet door, and that's deep. That goes from that front all the way to the back wall. So even though you have some plumbing there, it's not walled off. So, and that goes all the way to the back. Window here, that window opens, and of course all these windows open here. Every window in this coach, including the bathroom window, all those windows open. So you have adequate cross winds if you wanted it in this coach. You know, of course you have your 3-burner stove top, gray stone appliances throughout. You have Furrion refrigerator, and I've said this before in a previous model. If you wanted, or I'm sorry, talking about the dual swing refrigerator here, because you can open it from one side or the other. And in some campers, it's, you know, what's the use of that? But if you're here in the kitchen and you're cooking and you wanted to turn around real quick and access something from the fridge, then you can get that, right? But again, if you're cooking and you're occupying the space and somebody wanted to come from the bedroom or from the living area and grab something from the fridge, then they have to wait, or they have to bother whoever the cook is just to get something out of the fridge. So in this scenario, having a dual swing fridge, you can access it from this side. So not disturbing the cook, making sure you're not blamed for messing up the food here. So, but guys, beautiful camper here. Lots to offer, lots of storage, as I mentioned before. The whole counter space on the back area, storage up above, storage down below. You don't have any duct work on the floor itself. You don't have any rugs in here. You do have a doggy tray in there underneath the fridge. But so taking the perfectly sound floor and making some holes in it, putting some vents in there, you're taking a sound floor and causing some weak spots. So I love that there's nothing in here on the floor. All your vents are on the sides, as you can see. So just the quality is it's actually my favorite camper that we've had here, new or used. So I love the layout, designed by the lady and her team, Lisa Legal at Forest River, and she's done very well. So her biggest thing is making sure that every camper has pantry storage and quite a bit of storage throughout. Lots of counter space, and then a lot of the natural tones here. So the natural tones, you can add your soft colors to it and everything will blend just well. So again, guys, my name is Luis Ortiz and I'm with Riverside Camping Center in New Bern, North Carolina. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. My direct number is 252-773-1833. If you have any service related issues, please feel free to contact us at the dealership at 252-634-2267. And one thing I forgot to mention, all the Alta models come with 15,000 BTU ACs. So you have 5 inches of foam block insulation on the ceiling, which is solid, 2 inches all the way around, heated and enclosed underbelly, a true all-season camper. And what they've done recently with your Alpha Ply roof membrane. It's the type of TPO roof membrane with your limited warranty. So you don't have to worry about sealing the roof or anything for the lifetime of the coach as far as how long you have it. So guys, thank you very much. Again, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. I'd love to hear from you guys. I've been with the company since the doors open. They're going on 10 years now. And so even though I've learned a lot, there's still quite a bit more that I can learn. So if there's something that I didn't cover, please feel free to ask the question, because I would love to find out the answer to it and get back to you guys if I don't already know it. So thank you guys very much, and I hope you guys have a blessed day.